Well, if you're celebrating America's birthday tomorrow, you'll probably do so with a lot of food and a lot of drinks and, of course, fireworks. But how much are you going to spend this July 4th? Leslie Snadowsky, video blogger with Biz New Orleans, is here to share some staggering statistics about what it costs to commemorate the red, white, and blue.
Well, New Orleans is a great place to celebrate July 4th, the 11th best place. That according to personal finance website WalletHub, which gave New Orleans high marks for its festivals like Go Forth on the River and the number of affordable 4- and 5-star restaurants in the city. But how much are you planning to spend tomorrow? According to WalletHub, Americans will spend more than $6.8 billion on food alone. That number includes about 150 million hot dogs, 700 million pounds of chicken, and about $43 million just for the barbecue sauce. And July 4th is actually America's top beer drinking holiday. So collectively, we'll be spending more than $1 billion on beer and about $568 million on wine. 61% of Americans will be attending a picnic, and later in the evening, more than 40% will attend a fireworks show. More than $1 billion is spent on fireworks, but here's an unpatriotic fact. About 90% of all fireworks come from China and cost close to $400 million. And most of our American flags come from China too, costing about $5.4 million. Now, WalletHub found that 47 million of us plan to travel more than 50 miles from home this coming weekend. That's up from 44 million in 2017 and 43 million in 2016. About 3.8 million will travel by plane, and more than 85% of us will drive. But don't drink and drive. July 4th car crashes result in about 600 fatalities every year, and if you get a DUI, expect to pay about $10,000 for it. Now, here's one more fun fact. The current record for eating the most hot dogs is held by legendary competitive eater Joey Chestnut, who ate 74 of them in just 10 minutes last year at the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest in Coney Island, Brooklyn.
Well, thanks, Leslie. You can read more about this topic and other local business stories and see Leslie's Bizcast videos at bizneworleans.com.